Okie dokie. Welcome back. Well, I'm back. Not welcome back. Yeah, because it is me that left, I guess. So I am back. Yeah. Let's see if we can't make a little bit of crafting table. We got enough for 3 rockets. It's not great, but I'm gonna do it. Because it's a long walk if we don't use some kind of rocketry. So let's just see if we can't make it all the way over there. And we can. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so there's only one strip of the... Oh, we didn't make the beacon! Shit. We need glass and we need obsidian. I didn't make the beacon. I still just have the stars on me. Shoot. Shoot. We need obsidian. Let's climb to the top of this mountain. Perhaps we can find something that will allow us to get some obsidian real quick. Perhaps a ruined portal, perhaps a lava pool, even though we don't have any iron. Let's take a... Oh, there's a ruined portal. Beautiful. All right. Good to be back. Good to be back. Just out of sheer curiosity, how did you manage to find me? Do you just do what I do and sort by lowest viewers and just kind of chill and see what people are doing, or? I don't remember how many you need. Is it 5 or is it 3? Exactly. Yeah, okay, cool. It's always how I like to do things as well. And we have a bucket. Okay, cool. We're good then. So we just need... We'll take our crafting table. Oh wait, no. We don't have enough for a bucket. I was gonna use that as fuel. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. That is fine. We're not going to waste our last 2 rockets. We have 3. We have enough to get back. I guess we could rocket up to the top of this, but we don't really need to. And there is a mine shaft here in the back of that, which is kind of cool. I haven't explored very much in this direction either, so there may be some of the biomes that we're missing here. I know that there's a desert over there and all of that stuff. Alright, so it seems like this is a good layer to dig out here. We need some cobble, so let's see if we can't find some real quick. If we dig down far enough and we find a mine shaft. Alright, cool. That's not really what I was needing right this second. I need stone. Because we didn't bring any kind of materials that we actually need, so, you know, now we gotta pay the price. We gotta pay the piper. So we got our furnace now, and all we need is some way to smelt something. I guess we could use sticks. Well, there was wood down there, right? So we could do that. We just need sand. What's in here? Nothing really important. We'll take the name tag, I suppose. And we'll take a few planks just so that we can smelt our glass. Alright, and now we just need sand and then we're good to go. I am 60% sure that you can use red sand to make glass. 60% sure. Delicious. All right, where did we say was going to be good? Right here. So we need our crafting bench. We need a furnace. Furnace into this. This into hopefully glass. Yes. Okay. I was not 100% about that. Then we need 9 blocks of emerald. We're going to put it right here. I think only you need like 3. Beacon. It's either 5 glass or 3 glass. I can't remember. I think it's 5. I think it's 5. Alright, so I don't need light. Maybe we'll use some light gray. Don't need orange, for sure. At this time, we don't need it. Okay, so now, yep, beacon, there we go. Beacon, then we need haste, then we put an emerald in. Actually, let's do the iron ingot, since we happen to have one. Give us the haste effect right now. Perfect. And we can just do this, plus this. And don't need that anymore, don't need that. Don't need. We brought a lot of extraneous stuff here, I'm not gonna lie. All the music of this stream is powered by a game called Heartbound. This is the OST, his full soundtrack for the game that he has developed. His name is Pirate Software, game Heartbound, and he allows the use of anyone who's streaming to use his thing, use the Heartbound OST as long as you have bought it, basically, which I think is super, super cool. And the music itself is very, very good. Very catchy, too. It's not on Spotify. I am listening to it on Steam, actually. And it is... You might be able to get it on Spotify, but it's... just if you type in Heartbound, I think the OST with like 130 songs or something is like $4. Like, it's a very, very good deal. And he continuously adds songs to it too, so that's super, super cool. Super, super cool. Dude is a very, very chill person and a great streamer, great coder, and very inspirational, honestly. Also very generous with his community. Maybe we just put him up in the ceiling here so that we don't have to worry about that at all. And we're probably just going to sleep the night away because I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it is almost like boss battle music, though. It's really cool. Really, really cool. I don't want gray at the moment. We're not going to do the gray. So really, we're just going to use this plain stuff here, and then plain will be fine because we're going to make a lot of white terracotta here. That is the first terracotta that I wish to use. Definitely won't be the last, but that's the one I wish to use first with our build theme that we got going on here. And I'm excited to finally get some kind of houses, because currently we just have shells. Hollow shells where a house should be, but we don't have anything there right this second, so... Good to finally get to this point where we can start building relatively easily. Don't need that. Very, very, very happy about that. We have now put like 14, 16 hours in here already into this world, and we just started it like 3 days ago. But we haven't built anything yet, so that is where I shine. 3 days ago, we lost our old world. And, you know, so we have started over from the scratches. And we've made a pretty good chunk of progress here already. So far, so good. It'll be a little bit better once we have access to our rockets and such, but, you know. Should we just take a bunch of the gray terracotta too? I kind of like that. Maybe we can work with that a smidgen, see if it works for us. Because currently we don't have any way of getting the gray terracotta, so... Probably should just do that, right? Alright, that's filled up. Yeah, that one's the gray. White is below, yeah. So we might just mine out these next 2 layers here. And I do believe we are never going to build in this mesa, so... Or if we do, what we'll end up doing is just smoothing it out so that it looks like it's not a hollow mass here. Even though it will be. This is probably going to be one of the main areas. Like, we could put something in here in this mountain very easily because we're going to need all of this terracotta. So, if we wanted to put a big old farm in here, we definitely have the ability to do that. Because I will be using a metric ton of terracotta. I think it's a really, really nice block. Used to be called hardened clay, now terracotta, whatever. Same block, still pretty. And its hues go really nice with everything. It's kind of muted, it's not very vibrant, which makes it good with a lot of block pairings, and that is important. So that's all normal terracotta. I guess let's get this layer of gray and this layer of white. Maybe I build with this as well. I mean, it'd probably be nice to have 2 different tones in the same build, honestly, so yeah, we'll do that. See, this is why it's nice to have our beacon here, though. You can just kind of tunnel bore like crazy, and in doing so, you get blocks very, very quickly. Whereas you can't do this with deep slate, for example, even with a full haste beacon. Efficiency 5 and everything cannot mine at this speed. Makes it a very difficult block for me to use because it takes so long to mine it all out, and I just can't be bothered. If it doesn't have a haste feature, I most of the time I'm not going to use that block unless there's some other way to get it that doesn't require me mining it. Okay, that should be enough of the gray. I mean, it's not too much, but... Okay, and then I guess we'll collect all the rest of this gray. And then we'll bring some white, I suppose. We should be able to head back home after that. Not a whole lot. 2 shulkers is like not anything to go home about, but is a decent start for building our very first house. So, and that house is going to hold a creeper farm as well, so that should be okay. Let's get rid of that. We don't need this glass. All right, we do need these 2. We need a spot for that. So we need 2 more spots basically, and we'll carve out as much white as we can hold. Hello, armadillo. I want to make a habitat for them. I don't know why, but they seem so cool. Boom. Oh, can still hold quite a bit more. I thought for sure we would already be full, but appears that that is not the case. Let's just mine like a crazy person to try and get all of this out in a very nice time. That should be more than enough. So what we do is we take down the beacon base. Take it down. I mean, I guess we could leave it here if we needed to. And then turn these back. Ooh, I was gonna say turn them all into blocks, I suppose. And pick up all the remaining white terracotta that we can. Perfect. Just about the right amount. Not quite so much, but it'll work. It will work. Yep. Beautiful. Alright, with that, let's head our asses back home. If we know where home is, anyway. Isn't it this way? I don't quite remember which way it is. But I think it's over here. Yes, it is. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, and now all that's left is to swoosh back to our base over here, and then we can continue something that we started 2 hours ago, but got distracted, and yeah, you know the drill. More this way. Yep. Go, and made it back real nice and easy. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. So we got all of our terracotta. Let's do a little bit more in here just so that we have it. Terracotta, terracotta, and terracotta. We're gonna need our bones, because white terracotta. Put them in there. Don't need this, don't need that, don't need this, don't need that. Don't need that. We'll keep that in our inventory at all times now, I guess, just to help potentially reduce our death. Don't need the hoe at this moment. What we do need is this chest now to be filled with dark oak, and we'll sleep the rain away. Delicious. Pickaxe is a little beaten up from getting 2.5, 3 shulkers of terracotta, but nothing we couldn't repair pretty quickly if we needed to. I know I talked about making an Enderman farm next so that we could just get the last bit of grindy thing out of the way, but I don't want to. I don't want to, so we're not going to. I think this is one that we need to build the house first, because it's going to be difficult to build a creeper farm here, I think. So we'll have to see just how big the house needs to be, and then with that in mind, we can do whatever we need to do. Just collecting all the dark oak, because we do not have any amount of resources in abundance yet. So everything is kind of precious, and we are kind of still at that grind stage. That's what the first 100 Minecraft days really, really are, you know? Getting that grind so that you can do the build. And we're going to have a creeper farm. We got iron golem farm. We got automatic crop farm. We got all the villagers. Except for... What else do we need? The architects, maybe? Or the masons. That's what we need. The last one we may need is the masons, and then we're good to go. So we'll probably have to just get like 16 of those or so. Love to... There's so many useful blocks that you can get from them, and if you were to have one of every terracotta, for example, even though it's only 12 per cycle, 24 per day, like that adds up. That is stuff that you don't have to worry about then. But, on the controversy, every single one of them does quartz, so if you had 16 times 24, you're getting like 300-ish every day. It's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more of these. We're also going to need to start getting rid of some of this nonsense here. When we're done with the build, this stuff is great. When you're starting the build, it kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't love it. Don't love it. Okay, there we go. We also did not get that many saplings, I'm noticing. Let's just do our thing here. Make all that we can and hope that they will grow. If we can do one more tree, that would be pretty okay. We still don't have access to a whole lot of these saplings yet, so we're doing the best we can here. Ooh, 3 more trees. That's beautiful. Glorious. Okay, one more. And then we're going to start building over here, I think. So we need to get the base shape down of this, and we are going to use a combination here of dark oak planks and terracotta. White terracotta. Maybe we use the gray for the interior, actually. Let's use the gray. So once we get the total shape size of this, then it will be really easy. So we're going to start out with a 3x3. And we're going to try to make the pattern kind of cool, even though we don't really need to. We'll do maybe this on the corners. And we'll do something like this. Something like that. And then this is the middle block right there. So we do that. And we did that. Then I think we do one of these jobs and cover that. Doesn't really matter what this looks like, because it's really where creepers are going to spawn, so it's not that big of a deal, but... One, two, three, four. Do we need to go bigger than this, I wonder? Maybe we go one bigger. That seems like a decent size shape for it. Okay, so that one's good. Should just be able to make a nice little hole now. Can easily do 3x3 right here. Can you do 4? No. We'll have to fix a few of these, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Tell me your thoughts. Okay, sounds good. That seems fine. We just need to go down at least one more block here. And we are going to have to worry about... Ooh. I wonder if we make... I don't know. I don't know. What's it look like? It looks like a giant creeper or like a traffic cone or some kind of phallic object. Bruh, no way. Where did you spawn from? Oh, you were one hit. Okay. Put the terracotta back for a second. Get rid of this. My guess is a creeper, but I really don't know. Kind of would like to have that dirt, I think. So it is going to have to be a little bit larger. I mean, I'm not one to say. I could not tell you. Like, it doesn't look bad. I don't know what it is or what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't look bad. Let's do like 3 here then. A 3 block gap. Three block gap. 3 block gap. And it's our first ban of the day. Wah, 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 wah. Hello, bot. Goodbye, bot. Get wrecked. Gives me great pleasure in banning all the bots, honestly. One, two, three. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's the shape that it should be here. It's part of a life cycle of a category of mobs. A life cycle? I have no idea what that means. And right there, perfect. Okay, I need to be up, I think, to do this justice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Does it fit the theme? Yes, I think so. 1, 2, 3. Should be more than fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. 1, 2. Like that. And can we put that down there? Yeah, we can. 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. Perfect. I have no idea what changes you should make to it because I don't know what it is still. So I don't really have an opinion on that right this second. There we go. And that should be correct in terms of the shape of it. Might as well just fill this up real quick. I'll check in a second. I'll check in a second. Okay, that feels better. That should be the same shape all around. I still have no idea based on based on the next model here. Not even a little bit of an idea. Okay, so right here is the center. Just animation. Still no idea. Alright, so that's how big the actual hole needs to be for our creeper farm. So then we need to figure out what the hell kind of building this is, first of all. I genuinely have no idea. And we need to move these closer. 4, yep. Boom, 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 and boom. So we'd like to use some planks for the sides, so... let's test this. So it needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it needs to go 9 diagonal from the middle here. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from there. And 1 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 back. And that should line up with the middle. And it does. Perfect. We didn't make this big enough, actually. If you're going for scary, to me, it's not. In this particular instance, I would not classify that as scary. We need more fences. Probably weird. More on the weird side than anything else. Maybe that is enough space. I'm not sure. Weird like an alien. Weird in the sense that I don't know what I'm looking at. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 back. Wow, that was barely big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 back. Our nether portal is now in the way. That's not great. I guess we're going to move it because we don't really need to go back there for quite some time, so we'll just move it. Just gonna move it. Lots of zombies out there. Kind of, one's got an egg. We need to kill at least you because you have the power to get lost and not lose what you got. You cannot pick up anything, so we're good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that seems to be fine. We just do it here on the corners, and then we can do something with that. Alright, that's like a good start, I think. And we should probably make like the kill chamber, I think. Probably make the kill chamber down there too. Let's see. So these are going to be relatively tall, though, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's pretty freaking tall. 29 tall. Oh, it's gonna be... This is gonna have to be like a church. If it's that tall. Like, churches usually are the tallest thing that there is in a build. Okay, so it should be that many blocks. Let's take a look. Very, very high. I don't love that, but we're gonna have to incorporate a creeper farm of this size into this. We're gonna have to build this as a church, which I guess is fine. We'll make a church. Like that. So we just need 20. Oh, we're gonna have one left on all of these, aren't we? Yeah. It's fine. Get the base structure sorted out first, then once we get the base structure, then we're good to go. So we'll build all the creeper pads. I'm still not sure how that's going to go, but it shouldn't be that difficult. And worst comes to worst, we can make it the full square if the water doesn't quite work out. Doesn't really matter. We just need a creeper farm really badly. Simply, you cannot do anything really if you can't get good looks on things, so we may have to move a few things also. If this is going to be where the church is, we may have to move a few things so that it makes more sense. Alright, that's good. Should be enough. Get that creeper farm. Like I said, we're not... Like, if I need to move the villagers, I move the villagers. It's not the end of the world. But by having our first structure in, it kind of is going to dictate how the rest of the terrain and landscape go around here. So we may need to like push back a bunch here, because I feel like this part of the city should have a lot of things. I think we're gonna do a domed ceiling on this, because dome seems to make sense for me. Though we probably could do our old style and it would probably work just as well. We are going to be one stack short. It's an okay pattern, I think. Not really bad, not really good. As you can see, very large though. Yeah, we're going to have to move the iron farm at the very least, or there's going to be 2 buildings that are this large within close proximity of each other, and I don't love that. Don't love that. You can put small buildings next to large buildings. You cannot put large buildings next to large buildings unless every building is also large. And that's just not the case here. Not every building is going to be large. Some of them will be, you know, different degrees of large, I guess. But all of them will definitely be a little bit on the high thing here. You're being okay. Have to do all the. We're gonna need so many freaking trapdoors for this, and so much dark oak. We probably should have used spruce. Just because we can get it so much easier. Alright, so this is what's going to hide our creeper farm. Which is pretty tall. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. I chose evens and odds. Okay, why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. We're going to have to make a bunch of modifications to this to make this like an okay build, because adding 1 square, easy, you can finish it, no problem. However, 1 square makes shit, so we're not going to do that. We're going to add a few more rectangles and other shapes to it so that we can have like different rooms and, you know, different aspects to it. I'd love to have like a staircase to get inside and get to our collection center, to be honest. That would be needed. So we'll have to make this kind of weird looking, but from then, we can kind of define what our style is going to be, and that is great news here. What's wrong, baby? Come here. Yeah. Hello, babies. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, this sweet girl. Getting a bunch of apples from this too. That is okay. So we're gonna need like a much smaller thing to go here as well. Which needs to be a slightly different shade. So it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks away seems fine. Nine blocks seems fine. And then, so it needs to go up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll start the arch. Something along that capacity. How does that feel? It feels alright. This will be our entryway into this, and a way to break up the build a smidgen here. Two, 1, 1, 2. So all of these need to be the same height and width here. It'll make sense here in a little bit. We're kind of just doing the exoskeleton now, so I know how big of a footprint this thing is going to take. And it's pretty large already, but I think that's okay. For our first building, especially if it's a church, I think that's fine. So we have that as sort of like an overarching thing here. And then we'll probably do some mini arches, perhaps one down. I don't like that. It's too... We need to have just a very simple arch here on the outside. I don't love that. Let's see if we can't. Yeah. Something like that for the arch, so the top meets the same. Which should give you a small arch here. Yep, that seems okay. And it's fine to do it like this. So here and here, there and there. We need to add some dirt here, here, there, and here. And then run that across, I believe. Or is it one higher? Nope, that's correct. All right, so that feels better already. The fact that we have a massive structure here, that feels better. And then we're going to need something going out this way as well. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't build any of the houses yet, especially the Iron Golem one, because if we did, we would have had to rebuild it or build this creeper farm somewhere else. Because it would not simply fit in where it was going. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll go that far. We need to chop down these trees now because they are very much in the way. And a lot of these villagers will have to get moved, I think, because now they are also too close to the structure. Because I want to do like a garden or something around to kind of blend in the surroundings. Churches are obviously non-profit, and that is why we need to make it a wealthy-looking church. A lot of arches, a lot of tail, and that will help our structure here. Will help. Do all of this, take it all down. So we're gonna have to keep planting these trees as we're building all of this here, but it's also gonna hinder us a little bit because we don't have a designated tree chopping area yet. That's gonna be bad news bears for us. Hopefully we get more saplings, enough to grow like 8 or 9 more trees. Because as you can see, this is just one building here. We're going to need a lot of wood. Granted, we need a ton for the trapdoors for this one, so it's not just the exterior. It is also, you know, everything that coincides with it, but still. Oh, it looked like he was in our automatic farm over there, but he was not. The iron golems can stay around for now. We're not going to bother with them. They're just here to really protect the villagers until we can protect the villagers our damn self. Once they're in a house, really, then I don't need them anymore. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that'll work. So that's going to be the total shape of this, I think. Pretty large and in charge, and very hard to miss. So if that's 29, this needs to be like 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13. I want them to be all different heights, to be honest with you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 will be fine. Somehow landed on that leaf right there. That's correct. Better to just break these now so that we don't have to worry about them ever. I don't know how that one skeleton got over that, to be honest. Yeah, this is a big build. Holy moly. The Colossus, basically. How did you get in? I don't really know how he got in. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest. That one seems off, doesn't it? It's not. Okay. Maybe I am just off. Can you get in too, zombie? I must know your secrets, how you're getting in here. Yeah, Iron Golem Farm has to be moved because this is way too close for comfort here. Just fine. We have, we have the space to expand out as we need, and that's great because we need to. We're gonna need all the space we can get to make this pretty. And we're going to have to do some pretty large trees, I think, to hide a build of this stature. Well, like, that is going to be able to be seen. So, unless we want to make gigantic trees over here, or we could just do spruce trees over here, actually, and just do them, like, really tall. That would be fine, I think. Let's go swoosh over here and kill these guys real quick. I wish I had our sword on us, but what can you do? Some gunpowder is better than none. I'd rather be able to fly like with 6 rockets than none, so. Okay. Yep. 6 rockets exactly. This one I think I want to be like open. And what do we need that we could put in there? Like we could put clerics. Do we need clerics? Redstone. That's really going to be our only method of getting redstone, isn't it? So maybe we need to put like 10 clerics in here, actually. Which we could do. It's not a problem at all. That's a pretty substantial structure, I think. Yeah, that's a pretty big structure. We're going to have to make all the archways and get the pattern up and all of that nonsense. Going to take a hot minute. Let's make ourselves 2 crafting benches for right here because we're going to need them. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't need those. And we got to find a new place to grow all of this nonsense now because we have taken up the space in which it was previously growing. Just fine. We just got to keep growing them as we can so we do not run out because we're going to start running out very soon here. Can see we are starting to get quite a lot of the saplings, and thus this is a much easier task than it was 25 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Okay. I do think that is going to do it for me today, though. We've done about 3 hours, which is about what I want to get back to doing, and we'll make it up as we go along. Just want to take a look and see our statistics right quick. We are on 0.6 days. I don't know what that is in numbers. It's a little over half, so it's like 15 hours, 14 hours. Although that math don't math. That math don't math. And we are on day 65 here. So day 65, we should have creeper farm done before day 100. We'll have to move the iron farm, and we'll have to figure out how the hell we're going to hold something in it. But we can do that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for the follows. And I will see you guys next time. Ciao.